Yeah, well, there's some discussion today, David, about how tariffs in general disproportionately impact lower income because they spend more of their discretionary after-tax income, and they tend to buy goods that are cheaper, often made for lower cost in countries like China.
It's a tax on consumption, to your point, and you're right, exactly.
Regressive.
Disposable income tax. Excuse me, disposable income. Guys, I did want to mention a name that is quickly rising the ranks of having done one of the worst deals ever. Bayer, the German B-A-Y-E-R, that's how we pronounce it, not like the aspirin. Of course, they purchased Monsanto, and along with it, Roundup, and along with it, oh my, most recently, a jury award, $2 billion. $2 billion jury award. They're going to appeal it, of course, as they are all the other jury awards, but it's not helping things for that company, stock of which is down 45.5% over the last 12 months. And that deal for Monsanto, they had so long to complete it. I'm sure they think about every day, why didn't we just get out? Whatever the ticket was we needed to pay, but they didn't. And now they have inherited potentially enormous liability as a result of these suits that claim that Roundup, the herbicide, causes cancer.
Yeah, David. I mean, wow, what an unfortunate deal. And it does seem like that this may be, I don't know, David, I don't want to be too downbeat, but it could cause the viability of the acquirer if things really go nuts. It's really starting to feel very asbestos-like, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and they're being urged by some of their shareholders to try and settle it, universal settlement. They're going to fight them all one at a time. Always difficult to know where these things go, Jim, but fascinating from a deal perspective because, to your point, this has been value destructive to the tune of tens of billions of dollars in market cap for this company.
Yeah, there's hardly a day that you don't see an ad from lawyers looking for people to sue them. And it's like it is the most active of the big plaintiffs bar that I've seen. Hot button. It's almost like let's get in line. Let's take everything we can from them. They're deep pocketed. We don't know if how much insurance they have, but wow, is this ugly. Holy cow, is that a bad buy.
Jim, we didn't get your take yesterday on GoPro and their reiteration that they're going to move some production to Mexico from China for cameras that are bound for the U.S. Is that the kind of thing that you think is going to happen at scale?
Believe it or not, Martin Franklin, when he was running Jordan, really pioneered the idea of onshoring, going to Mexico. Yes, I think that one of the things that President Trump did, although, of course, Congress can undo it, is make the agreement with Mexico. He wants companies to open in Mexico. Of course, he wants them to open in the United States. But I think this is important. I also think what Laura Alber said yesterday on Williams-Sonoma, she talked about moving upholstery business to Tupelo, Mississippi. And I've got to tell you, she's got 500 people that she's brought in or trying to find to make upholstery. That's also another way to be able to. She didn't do it, by the way. She saw 25% coming. She was not trying to appease the president, trying to get fine workers. And fine workers in Tupelo, Mississippi, she says, are doing a terrific job. And it's making it so that she's going to be able to get it faster, pay less. You know what? Mexico's easy on the supply chain, too, because you just have KSU, Union Pacific. I do believe you'll see much more of what GoPro did. By the way, that stock is no longer as toxic. Have you seen it going up? I mean, it's incredible. And, ever since they put the GoPro on the GOAT, on the surfboard, it's been going down. That was the top of the market, by the way, the GOAT surfboard with GoPro on head. Now it's starting to come back.
Yeah, we love the GOAT. By the way, here's a look at what Williams-Sonoma told Jim on Mad Money last night.
We have a very sophisticated, vertically integrated supply chain. We have a lot of people all over Asia. And so we have great relationships with our vendors, and we started seeing it happen, and we started moving product. There'll be selective price increases, as there always are. We've been very careful in studying where we should do that. But more importantly, we're reducing costs. So we're reducing costs not just on the cost of goods by moving them, but also in other parts of our company.
It was quite a show last night, Jim, whether it's WSM or Workday or Twitter.
Well, it's interesting. Twitter doing well. Of course, not a lot of Chinese business to the United States, but a lot of Chinese business to Europe because they become more of an international company. Workday, absolutely no Chinese business. Business is just incredibly strong and getting stronger. Williams-Sonoma, yes, they do make a lot of things in China. They are moving rapidly to the United States. They are the poster child for what the president wanted because they were predicting 25%. The ones who didn't think it was going to be 25%, they're the ones who are scrambling, and that is most of the retailers. They are not buys yet. But again, remember, watch Apple, because Apple is the one that everybody's afraid of. Let Apple come down. When Apple comes down, then you'll be able to make your move and do some buying. But not until that happens. Otherwise, you just have to wait, because Apple is very strong this morning.